Here on our right-hand side, folks, is one of the most iconic sites this city has to offer. And it's King's, opened in 1441 by King Henry VI, and it started as a finishing school for students who came over from Eton, a very well-known private boys' school down in Windsor, which the same king had opened actually just 1 year earlier. On arriving here, those young gentlemen, they were given what was known as a gentleman's degree. They were very arrogant and incredibly lazy, believed it was a waste of their time to continue their studies here. So they basically turned up, got drunk and went home again. They did very little work, they took no exams, entrance or even finals. And these folks, they still walked away with their degree. So you can see how the college gained its reputation as the laziest within the city. Today, I've got to give them a huge amount of credit. They've done loads to move away from that piece of history. They now take one of the higher percentages of underprivileged students out of any of the colleges. There's about 80% of their students come from public education. Of course, here at King's, we also have the chapel, just here to my right-hand side. Not only the city's most iconic, but one of the most famous across the entire country. Because every year it's used during the Christmas and Easter Day services, which are televised live out of that chapel every year. Both of those services actually start with the choir and a solo from one of those young boys. There's only one problem for the choir. They've got no idea who takes that solo until 1 minute, only 60 seconds before the show goes live on air. They say it's actually helped reduce the nerves for those young boys. I think it probably makes things worse for the entire choir.
Oh yeah. One way of doing it.
Yeah, it is. Now, the chapel itself was also used by Oliver Cromwell during the English Civil War. He had his horses and troops stationed there, so there's lots of graffiti on the lower stonework from his troops. And while he was using that, he was so concerned and vulnerable how vulnerable the city was to attack. So he actually chose to demolish all bridges over the river. The only one he left intact